Alright, welcome kids and collectors. Up on the block today we got the G.I. Joe Retaliation Ninja Commando 4x4 with grappling hook launcher. Just start off, I'm not a real fan of this movie packaging, but with it being movie packaging I kind of understand. I mean, I want to promote, you know, Dwayne Johnson there, The Rock, as a roadblock or whatever. But, I mean, man, come on, really? On every single item with the same exact artwork? I mean, come on. Everything? I mean, it's just kind of bland, you know? But anyway, aside from that, I like they went with the slimmer, smaller boxes. That's pretty cool. And, you know, looking at the front, yeah, okay, kind of dynamic and all that, but then flip around the back and I don't know. I've always been a huge fan of the All-Striker mold. You know, I've got the old Stargate one. I got the original green. I got the 25th anniversary green. They did a couple of tan ones. They did a black one. I think I got all of them. But I don't know. After looking at this, the way they kind of dressed it up, kind of like I don't know. So we'll open it up and see what I bought. Alright, here's what we have out of the packaging. First off, you get this Snake Eyes figure, which it looks like a driver. It's got a simple body armor with, what do you call it, like, what are they called? BDUs, you know, tight pants, whatever. You know, it's got the knee pads and boots, molded in gauntlets. So not too bad. Has a hole for a backpack, but he has good old fashioned 5 points of articulation. He doesn't have any kind of swivel joints at all. He has like a ball joint head, sort of. But it doesn't give you like all that great movement. It's okay. But everything else is just, you know, 1977. That's right. He's got his, you know, one hand to steer with, one hand to shoot with. So the sculpt looks cool, but the articulation sucks. Why they go through the trouble of making a whole new mold, whole new tooling for this when they already have 1,000 other Snake Eyes figures? They could have just used one of those, saved some money, and given us a cool figure. Or just, you know what? Save $1 and not even put it in the packaging and make this thing a little bit cheaper. Even though the $14.99 price point isn't too bad. And I think Kmart had these things on sale for $11.99. So, yeah. So there you go for the figure. Now, it already comes with this already assembled, because kids nowadays don't know how to put stuff together. I used to love putting the G.I. Joe stuff together. They had all the huge trees of parts and stuff you put all together. It was almost like a little model kit. Put in all the decals, and it was cool. Maybe that was a bit much. That was like one of the only toy lines that had that much assembly. I remember the Star Wars stuff had some decals, but nonetheless, it's still a good sculpt. This is pretty much identical to the old school G.I. Joe All-Striker, but when they updated it for the 25th anniversary, they redid the seats, and actually, and they've redone the pegs too. So that's really the only major difference. The only real differences at all in this molding. Then the wheels are exactly the same. They're molded black on black, which is kind of cool. This is your bumper now. And then this is the whole roll cage assembly, all one big piece of plastic. And they added little foot pegs on the back, which is kind of cool. Then you get your little sticker sheet instructions and the action feature grappling deal that does actually fire, and actually it unwinds because it has a low, not a whole lot of blockage there. So when you shoot it, it does actually kind of unfurl. So that's kind of neat. One of the pluses is it actually makes a little bit of sense. So let me go ahead and snap it together real quick, and we'll finish talking about this guy. Alright, now I got Snake Eyes in his ride out, all assembled and everything. Got him in the driver's seat. I didn't put the decals on because I'm actually going to use this guy for a custom. And I'll show you the results of the earlier custom that I have. And this has some parts that are a little bit better. But anyway, now, as far as the play options on this, you already saw the grappling hook fires off and unspools from the launcher. That's cool. One of the features is you have the removable... Oh, wait. Could have been removable engine and cover in the back, so I don't know if they're thinking there. If you snap this thing all the way down, you're not going to be able to use that play feature. So, alright. Well, that's not so bad. You know, maybe kids don't like, you know, a little bit of realism. You know, they couldn't, you know, they don't want to, you know, act like the engine blew up and blew out or whatever, you know. So maybe they don't want to use that play feature. That's fine. It does have suspension. Oh wait. See, look at this. On my copy, the suspension works on one side, but the other side, the whole thing is so warped that it's already shoved all the way into the wheel well. You can see where this is up here where it's supposed to be, and this one's actually sunk down. So it's got warpage on there, so that doesn't work. And then another thing was it has steering front wheels, which is hindered now by this horrible bumper on the front. I mean, it kind of looks cool, but it serves no purpose and it blocks your wheels. The other thing is, Snake Eyes can't even hold on to the steering wheel because his hand is molded perfectly straight and it should be at an angle. So it's like this, another one's like that. Unfortunately, the actual steering wheel itself, it's got little angled grips on there. So yeah, pretty much a fail all the way around. The only thing it has going on for it is the base body and components that aren't exclusive to this set. You know, the cage, the grappling hook. Grappling hook's actually okay. The bumper. These two pieces in particular are really the fails. The base part, the wheels, the chassis and everything is actually really good. It's been good for, you know, what, 30 years now. I don't know why they went through and tried to mess it up. But they did. They did it really well. The messed up suspension in the back, it doesn't hinder it rolling. You can hear it grinding, but it doesn't actually hinder it. But you can, you know, heat that up and bend it back into place. Now, I did like the fact that they put a couple of spots for Joes to stand on. Why they didn't just remold this base portion on the bottom and add something back here where you could stand two Joes up right behind the gun, and then you'd still have access to this once the two guys were off the platform. Kind of like the old Cobra Stinger. I don't know. They could have had a whole platform that goes across the back, just like that, with a little roll bar that comes up or something, and probably roll bar removable, or not even have a little handlebar thing. Oh, and something else too. You've got these 4 points right here. There's nothing that explains those are for, and there's no other parts to go with this. So I don't know what they were thinking. It's like just halfway done. So I gotta give this thing really about a 5 for the way it was intended to be used. Now, if you're a collector and you want to modify it, or you want to use it for a custom, then the price point, if you can get it on sale, you know, like 11-12 bucks, like Kmart has it, I believe, right now, that's great. You know, it's going to bring it up. But for the intended, you know, play value and all that, this thing's a fail. You know, I don't know what else to say about it. I hate to start off with a crappy review, but yeah, not much else I can say about that. Now I do have one of my customs. Right here. Got the decals from CobraStickers.com. It's for what they call the Sidewinder. You can see the white snake there behind my guy. And, you know, it's got full range of movement. It actually has a little tab there that they kind of click on, so it'll stay in a nice rolling position. You can get to everything and all that. I don't know why they just didn't keep the same exact design. Throw a platform on the back where the guys could stand up behind the gun. You know, you put 2 platforms there. You could put 6 dudes on this thing, and that'd be perfect. A nice little rapid-fire deployment vehicle. So, I don't know. This is what they should have gone with. You know, the regular design. You know, I don't know if you can even swap out the... I'll try that later. Swap out the guns. But, yeah, back to this thing. Oh, another thing, too. Yeah, the Ninja Commandos, who are known for putting their family seals and everything, their clan seals, or whatever, for that. Was it the Arakaji? Yeah, that thing. Right there on the front. I mean, really? And they painted it? Really? Really? Okay. So enough bagging on the, what do they even call this thing now? The Ninja Commando 4x4. So glad that Striker, All Striker's not on there.